Firstly, obviously, congratulations. A long time coming. Just sum up your emotions. Obviously, doing it for Porsche in their home race, it must be so special for waiting for so long.
It is very special. Feeling grateful, relieved, and just want to thank the team for the hard work they put in every day and the trust they put in me, right? And to then turn that into a win on my 69th attempt here in Berlin at our home race with family support on site. My wife is here with our 2 kids, and I've made a small promise to my son, because when he saw Ollie and Pascal taking their kids onto the podium, he was like,
finally!
Hey! Tucci!
10 years coming, man. Congrats. So happy for you.
Thank you. He was like, yeah, but when do you take me on the podium? And I said, look, a podium is not enough. There we need a special occasion. But if I win and you're there, I'm going to fulfill that promise. And today was the day, so very emotional.
Yeah, very happy for you. I want to talk about, obviously, your race. You saved energy at the beginning. After the pit push, you took attack mode with 12 laps to go. Normally, we learned with attack mode, you don't want to be one of the first ones to take it. It's kind of like an offset in a way to save your race and the potential, but you did it to win your race. Why did you think that strategy worked for you today?
Because there was no safety car afterwards. It was a ballsy strategy, but I kind of knew when I was kept up to date with all the information on what's going on with the cars around me and stuff, that if there's no safety car, that's our chance to win the race. And I just wanted to win that race. So I was like, okay, it, we take the risk. And
So how much was talked to that in the strategy meetings? Was that like, this is our out-of-the-box strategy, if there is no safety car, we're going to go here? Or was it just always the plan?
No, that develops during the race. You don't know, how are you going to compare on energy compared to the people around you. You have no idea where you're going to be in terms of positioning after that pit boost phase, right? It can mix the field through so much, but you have different scenarios prepared, and you hope that, they guide you into the right direction, but there's no plan that you can stick to from A to Z and it's going to work. And for me, that just doesn't happen, especially on a track like Berlin.
And finally, from me, just tomorrow's race. Obviously, not much time to celebrate. You probably wish you had a little bit more, but you can do that in the week. But how does anything from this race that you could learn or think about that could be like applied for tomorrow's race?
Yeah, it will be an even more extreme race tomorrow, I think. It can be pretty chaotic around here when the energy targets drop even lower, which they will do tomorrow. So we'll see, man. I don't know. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. But yeah, definitely there's stuff to learn, about how the car behaves, how the tires behave, but we hope that we go into tomorrow even better prepared and have another good day.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Edoardo, really great day, obviously, for yourself. Obviously, now leading the championship, pole position, the car's quick. Just sum up your day for me.
You kind of summarize everything, so you kind of said everything.
How did... Just, you're leading the championship now. I know you're very calm because I've spoken to you many times before, and you're not thinking about the championship. You're not thinking about winning races yet. It's always about consistent. I suppose today adds to that. So just from yourself and the team's perspective, how important was it, okay, you started on pole but you didn't win, but the fact that you finished in fourth and you've made the progress that you have is good for the team?
First of all, we proved today that we were again very competitive in quali, and this is something that is clearly helping us this year. Standing at the front in those races is always very important. It's helping you kind of score good points, and then I believe that this year we also improved our kind of race strategies, and that is allowing us actually to score better points in the races. There's still a step that we need to do. I don't think that it's a big step that we need to do, but still, in order to do even better than what we're doing right now, I think that there are some improvements that need to be done.
What do you think Fred's going to say in the debrief when you get there? Because I know how desperate he is. I know he's kind of like you. He's not desperate for the win, but I know he wants one, right? So how do you go about finding those little few things? It's a bit more of a traditional race. You've got the pace. Could you convert tomorrow?
think Fred needs to be happy. I mean, I'm leading the championship at the moment, so it's difficult to do much more than this at the moment. Obviously, you know, we are looking for our first victory, but I think that it's even more important to be scoring points for the team.
All right, best of luck for tomorrow. Thank you so much. Hello, Mitch. Another really strong race. Again, coming back from 14th to finish high up and then challenging is really positive. So I suppose for tomorrow, it must be fixing qualifying and making sure you're at the front and you don't have to keep doing these recovery drives.
I know, I'm sick of them. I mean, sometimes it plays into your favor because you can kind of do a different strategy and hopefully it works out, and it's obviously worked out today. I would have obviously liked to finish further up, but I think considering starting position and the energy target at the start, it was a solid race. So but even my balance in the race was not great. Just been struggling with it, just with the pure pace all weekend, one lap pace. So we made it work today, but that was down to strategy. I think my strategy team did a great job. I recovered a lot at the start, but I would have made more progression if I had just slightly better balance. So yeah. But the one lap pace this year has been really disappointing, and I need to work out what's going on. Hopefully tomorrow we can find something, but at the moment it seems quite difficult.
What are you struggling with the most then on one lap pace? If you were to put your finger on it, if there was one thing you wanted to change for tomorrow to make it better, what would it be?
The lap time.
Yeah, that always helps. Well, how are you going to do that? It's not as simple as that, and you know that.
If I knew the answer, it would be. I wish it was that simple. It's you know, look, these cars are complicated. Tire window systems, everything just needs to come together and gel. And if one of those things, one system is out in the braking, on traction, if the tire window is a few degrees out, especially around here with a unique surface, it just takes 1 or 2 tenths. And you're at the back door. Like, I was P7 in group, but 200s from P3. Like, it was just, they could have gone either way very quick, but I've always been on the wrong side of those tenths recently. So, yeah, I don't know exactly the answer, to be honest, but I think it's a small combination of a couple of things, systems and tire window that we're just missing, and we've been missing all season. But also on top of that, like, everyone here is just operating at such a high level. It's crazy. If you're missing just a touch, like if you don't put the perfect lap together, or if the balance is slightly off, you're toast. So yeah, it's stressful, but hopefully tomorrow we can just find something and just stop needing to do these recovery drives. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow track position's a little bit less critical because it's a longer race, starting from a lower energy target. So, but still, you need good balance to win these races. So we'll with the time we have between now and tomorrow, we'll try something. But yeah, it's not super obvious.
Best of luck for tomorrow. Thank you very much, Mitch. Pepe, honestly, that race I think was really good. Obviously, scoring points again and coming from a little bit further back. I think it's shown how much progression I think you've made as a rookie, and it's obviously a lot more still to make. How proud of you of today's performance?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's been a good race. I mean, I think in these kind of races where you have to save a lot, I think I've understood the concept of Iffy well. Like, maybe I execute better or worse. Like, Jeddah was a very good execution, came 6th from quite far back as well. And Harama was same kind of situation, but just bad execution, came 9th. So what I mean with that is, I think the basis of, getting to lap 20 in a good state, I can manage. And then it's a bit of, what am I doing better or worse that gets me in a higher position like a top 5 or a worse position like a top 10. But overall, yeah, I think I've adapted quite well to the championship. The team do a great job with the strategy. Like, honestly, hats off to them, because anytime we have a strategical race, we're always on the right side of it. So, yeah, I think I have nothing to complain about, and just looking tomorrow, to be honest.
You say you adapted quite well to Formula E. What's the one thing that you think, I'm quite good at this? So did that take you as a surprise, like how quickly you've taken to the championship?
Well, I mean, as a driver, you always want to have confidence, but I, again, also want it to be, full on the ground and be honest, and, you're a rookie in the championship. And I think I've adapted well, like I said. I think I'm performing maybe better than I expected. But to be honest, once I understood the racing, you just get more and more ambitious. Obviously, like today's you can look at it as a very positive top 7, or you can look at it as a missed chance of a top 5. It's the way that kind of thought that I think is important, and rather than just being self patting myself on the back and just going, oh, good job on P7, because I can do that, and I'm obviously happy about P7, but I want a bit more.
Yeah, and obviously you got the Porsche powertrain. I know it's slightly but obviously a Porsche winning today. Did that give you a little bit of confidence going into tomorrow, thinking, all right, we've got this kind of powertrain, right? We know how to manage these races. You're getting better and better and better as each race goes on. Do you think tomorrow could be a good chance to capitalise and maybe even push for that top 5 or even a podium?
Yeah, obviously you want to hope for it. I think the first step to getting there is doing a good qualifying. I've not been in the duels yet in this championship. I've obviously scored, I think, must be 25 points now, something like that. But then again, I haven't scored a point. I haven't been in the duels yet. So that's something that I really, really want to get tomorrow. That's definitely on my side. Probably even more than the top 10 in the race, because when we go later in the championship, we go to London, we go to Sanya, we go to Tokyo, these kind of races, qualifying is going to be the forefront of importance. So that's something that I definitely know I need to capitalise on a bit more. The car today was very competitive. You have 2 Porsches in the first, Pascal and Dan in the top 4, and I think Nico is starting 6th, so definitely the cars are working well, and I just need to be a bit more on the right side of it, and tyres, not getting blocked in quali, which happened today, and just sort of that nailing everything a bit more, and I think we will be there. So yeah, that's definitely the forefront of importance.
Thank you. Best of luck for tomorrow. Cheers, Pepe. Zane, firstly, congratulations. Obviously, getting into duels was a big achievement. We'll start with that. Just getting into the duels, how important was that for just you?
For me, not. A little bit. Of course, it's always nice. I think it's for the whole team to know that the work we're putting in, it's not being it's being seen, let's say, on the outside, but also internally. The results are there now. That's 4 top 10 qualifyings in a row, if I'm not wrong, maybe 3 or 4, and then to sneak through the duels. Obviously, when we get to the duels, it's very hard for us to move through because we haven't really worked on 350 so much. But generally, very happy with how we've gone about the last 3-4 weekends, and you can see the morale in the team going up. Obviously, now it's just the race side of things.
Yeah. Talk to me about the race, because I think everybody was watching and going, oh, go on, Lola, like when you were 1 and 2, and there was that one stage where you were about P4 and your energy was actually fairly consistent compared to the drivers around you, but then obviously it dipped a bit and then you were 3% under. What happened at that stage for you to then just to dip 3% under compared to the others?
I think we did a very good job the first 15 laps of the race. Obviously we led at some point, P2, P3, P4, always in the top 5, which is efficient. Decent pace, decent feeling in the car, and I felt like I was doing a very good job relative to the others. And energy was good. It's kind of when Lucas came past and he went, the communication was lacking a bit between cars. Then I ended up out of a slipstream. He was out of slipstream, I was out of slipstream, and that's just not efficient. And I think those 4 or 5 laps of the race was what harmed us. And then we're just not quick enough in 350. So when everyone goes in 350, we just can't go with them. And I think those 2 things combined is the P15 finish. Take one of those things out, which is in our control, which is strategy. I think we finish in the points today. So, I think we're doing a very good job. We just need to. It's that last little bit in every area that we just need to keep getting better. So, I trust in everyone, and we'll keep trying.
Do you reckon, because obviously tomorrow is a really big peloton type race that we're expecting, do you reckon there's a lot that you can take from today's race that can transfer to tomorrow in terms of the learnings of how you got to the front and how you could manage that if you're in a point scoring position tomorrow?
Yeah, I think for sure we learned a lot today. Tomorrow is going to be a different race, more saving, of course, but in general the process is the same, and what you're trying to execute is the same. So we'll try to learn from today. I think the biggest thing is qualifying around where I was today, and that will help us a lot. And then, I enjoy being in the mix in a Formula E race. I think that's where I should be. That's where I deserve to be, and finally I'm now getting rewarded with being able to be. So the team are giving me a car now that I can consistently be in the mix and show my potential, show my talent, let's say. and my racecraft, everything. So I don't know. I have some. I've gained some motivation now, and looking forward to getting in the mix and getting my elbows out every race.
Good luck tomorrow. Thank you so much, Zane.